storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
Are aliens real?
Yes. I've never met an alien. I've never been abducted. I do know people who have claims to have been abducted. But overall, with all of the photos and shows, and especially in the digital age, of people like George Murray on radio for 25 years talking about it, Art Bell even before George, those are for people who know what radio is. That isn't just pop music.
Yes.
It's been going on forever. And I just watched a documentary on, I don't know if it was Facebook or YouTube, and it goes back to ancient drawings in Egypt that probably the pyramids and some of the hieroglyphics were all created by aliens that had come to the planet and built the pyramids or left the hieroglyphics, because some of them are so old, you can't trace it, but some of the designs show the spaceship or a form of spaceship or the body of what we think of as an alien. It's already carved in stone.
Yes.
We are not alone. Does it mean a little spaceship's going to hover in the state of Georgia tonight over your house and say, hey, we're coming to get you? No, it doesn't work that way.
Probably not.
They're not
Probably
going to let
not.
go of a little ladder and come taking you away. But Roswell, there's too much out there not to believe that we are the only ones in the universe. I believe it's real, and I believe we're coming into a time where it's finally going to be admitted.
Yes.
I believe John F. Kennedy was part of his assassination was because he was about to talk about the alien existence. They wanted to shut him up, besides what was going on with the Cubans and the missiles. And I mean, that's a whole nother show of conspiracies with that family. But he knew.
He knew. They knew. They knew for sure. And I'm glad
they all know.
But I want to ask you this too, right? Because now we have not Elon Musk, but the guy over Amazon, Jeff Bezos, right?
Yeah.
Who wants to go to space, and they're trying to make space travel a thing. So what's your opinion on regular people going to space? Is that possible? Did we ever land on the moon? I'm just like, I feel like...
well, there's that theory that the moon landing was a Hollywood stage performance. I've read that. That's not true.
Okay.
I don't believe that the astronauts of 1969, when I was 15 and we're watching this thing and going back and forth to Cape Canaveral in Houston, I do not believe that was fake. The joke was online the other day of Bezos or even Musk going out to space because he wants to buy it. He wants to buy space. That's next. He's just going to buy space. It's like, where do we start? Where do we end? It's like, where does the universe start? We'll never know because you can't find the end of space. But Bezos going to buy it. I believe, yes, as technology evolves, we did go to the moon. We had Sputniks from Russia back in the 50s and 60s circulating the Earth. We've had people that went up as astronauts to circulate the Earth, and they went to the moon. Then we sent this explorer to Mars. It took how many years just to get there? Now it's taking pictures, and it sees caves and some water. It's the evolution of our technology that gets us out there. But talk about the soul again.
Yes.
Why do people like Musk? I mean, what's his name? Elon
Bezos.
Musk.
Yeah.
Bezos and Musk. Where did these guys come from? Why them? These two geniuses that are billionaires. Are they really from Earth? Did they just come up with this? Or are they aliens that have seen other cultures that have brought it to Earth to have us expand? Right?
Maybe. It's
like Stephen King. I've always wondered, where does he get all these science fiction, bizarre stories, unless he lived in another culture, time, and brought it to life? I think we all relive something to present, okay? I think it's part of the soul evolution from whatever planet or generation we came from. Yes, we're going to go into space. Yes, it's kind of like Space Mountain at Disneyland that, you know, Disney had an idea and created Fantasyland and Adventureland, and we're going to space. Does it mean we're going to have like the Jetsons thing? The Jetsons were big with the Flintstones when I was a kid, before your time.
Oh, I've watched the Jetsons.
But it's so futuristic. How did they know 40 years ago almost everything we have now? Because back then they had a computer. We didn't have a computer. They had flying cars, which we're getting to, or self-driving, right?
They did.
Or, I mean, there's so many parallels. Who knew that to write a script like that on a cartoon?
Do you ever think we're going to get to a point where, like, all the religions are gone and it's just kind of like a one religion, like one...
Wait, have peace?
Yeah.
No.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.